Suppose that the carbon dioxide emissions are reduced in each year after 2006 at a constant rate of 10% per year. Will the emission target of no more than 70 tons be reached by 2012, right? Okay, so is this 10%? So the way you see if this is actually 10% of that is to see if you multiply that by 0.9, so 90% of this is exactly 10% reduction. Is it that value? Let me just confirm that. So I can actually punch it in here. 165 times by 0.9. This is Desmos calculator. You get 148. So this actually should be 148. 148.5. And then if you times that by 0.9 again, that's the same thing as squaring it. So this should be 133.65, right? And so on. So okay, so when it's here, we're starting at 165, and then this is 165 times by 0.9. This here is 165 times by 0.9 squared, 165 times by 0.9 cubed, right? So what will the expression look like in the year 2012, right? So look, 1 all the way up to 12. When it was 1 here, there's nothing. When it's 2, you get 1 power of 0.9. When it's 3, you get 2, right? Power of 2 of 0.9. So here we're going to get 165 times by 0.9, because it's 12, 1 less than that, times by 11, okay? So let's put 11 here, and we get 51.78, right? And the question was, will it be reduced to no more than 70 tons? The answer is yes. This is less than 70. Okay. What if it was instead of reducing by 10%, only 5% per year? So 5%, if you've been reduced 5%, how much would you have left over? 5% reduction means from the original we have 95% left over. 95% left over, which means you multiply by 0.95 to get the original amount. So this first number, we'll start with 165, and then it'll be 165 times by 0.95. Next one will be 165 times by 0.95 squared, right? All the way up to going to year 12, it'll be 165 0.95 to the power of what? Exactly the same pattern, so it'll be power of 11, right? So the only thing I have to change here is this, and I get 93 tons. So this is actually larger than 70, so we will not be able to reduce the pollution level to less than 70 tons. Okay. Okay. The next question is, so what should be the minimum reduction? So definitely 90% it worked, 50, right? So let's increase this, 92, 90. Okay, so if you went 93, it's already over 94. So if you had to do it as a percentage, we would say it has to be at least 8%. So having 92% of the original means 8% reduction per year is required to get it to below, okay, get it below 70 tons.